Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
You startled me.
Gridlock. Gridlock.
Good luck.
Not our best day for on-time attendance. Show why.
Apparently, as Oscar might have mentioned, and Oscar's in a horrible traffic jam, as was Pony.
Yes.
And one person wasn't. And oddly enough, that individual lives the furthest away. And it was you, Rob Spiewak.
Yes.
You waltzed into work on time today. How did that happen with this incredible gridlock in the city of Washington, D.C.?
Well, for one thing, Mike, broadcast excellence. And
there
the
you
other
go.
thing is that Oscar...
Own it. You do it. You say anything you want. It's all you, pal.
Oscar also, the real reason he's late. Pony was late because of a screw-up on the Beltway, an accident on the Beltway. Oscar was stopped at the border.
Well, all I know is it's one of those horrible days in our nation's capital. Lord knows I dealt with plenty of those.
Yes.
I tell the story about when I went back to do a morning show at the ill-fated Edge 105.9, and I got up in Manassas, Virginia, and hit the road at 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
And when I used to do a morning show decades ago in the 80s,
yeah,
I would waltz in with empty roads and watch the sun come up over the Washington Monument and enjoy my lovely little commute in, where the difference was that when I hopped on the road at 4:30 decades later, full-fledged rush hour
it had
in
already
Washington,
begun.
D.C. at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we are dealing with, and that's what people deal with. I have to say this. I don't say it enough. We have tons of listeners in the Washington, D.C. area, and I have to say my heart goes out to all of you.
Oh, it's the
I don't
worst.
know. I don't know how you deal with it. It just, to me, is something that probably takes years off of people's lives.
I will say
really
this,
believe.
is that my ride in the morning can be anywhere from insufferable to okay, depending on the factors. But at least when I leave here, it's usually a pretty easy ride home.
Right.
I don't know how the 9-to-5ers do it. The ones that have to do it both ways.
Right.
I'd kill myself. It's
horrible.
the worst.
It's the worst, and what it is I'll tell a little story. In the D.C. suburbs, here's a developer. Here's the people that...
Danny Developer?
The Danny Developer. I'm Danny Developer. And here's the government.
Hi, I'm the government.
Danny Developer says, I want to build a community with 10,000 houses. What's the government's name? Little government? Billy Government.
Okay.
Billy Government says,
Okay, whatever you want.
good, I want to start now.
But shouldn't we have roads to accommodate all those houses?
No need. Let me start.
Okay, that's fine.
So the big developers
Doesn't
build
Billy
whatever
Government always ask, though, don't the houses have to all look alike?
Yeah.
Can the houses all look alike?
Yes, and they'll be very cheap. But they'll all have granite countertops.
That's perfect for me.
So Danny Developer builds everywhere.
Sure.
I mean, absolutely everywhere. There are homes built everywhere, all the time, constantly,
right,
and no infrastructure whatsoever, and that causes gridlock. We have major arteries in Washington, D.C., Route 66 in Northern Virginia.
Crumbling.
Route 270 in Maryland.
Crumbling.
And woefully inadequate to accommodate the volume of people slaying the dragon. Oh, and by the way, the people that all have jobs, and by the way, the employment in the Washington, D.C. area, stunningly above average.
Right.
You want to get a job, come here. That's why people come here. But we don't make anything.
No.
We don't make anything.
Well,
There's nothing manufactured.
What do we make? We make air.
We make air, but at least we're entertaining people, Rob.
Well, some people
You can't
say
lump
so.
us. You can't lump us into the lobbyist category.
No.
You get a lot of people in the tech sector that do that kind of stuff, but we're not.
Hey, that
quite
would be
sure
a
what they
great
do.
modern DJ name.
Tech sector.
Hey, I'm Tech Sector, but spell
Hi,
it
everybody.
T-E-K.
Tech sector
with a K.
And you know what? Based on that, my opening spiel is over. We can open the mailbag now
Mike-
because you just made my brain hurt with it.
I want you to know that we still do not have the new version of the Korean Airlines theme, but some listener sent
Yes.
me a soulful version
All
of a
right.
theme for the mailbag. I think you're going to like the music of Cat Wright and the Indomitable Soul Band.
All right. It's all about you, people. Let's listen.
All about you. It's
Oh,
all about you.
Oh, yes.
All the time. All these
Uh-huh.
things that I do.
It's all about
it's
you.
all about you.
It is.
It's all about
is.
you.
Uh-huh.
All the time.
I love it.
Isn't that nice?
That's fantastic. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Jim Carnaggio.
Yeah. Oh, he's a good boy.
Happy
Oh, Jim Carnaggio. He's a good boy. He's also a very Tmos listener and a swell dad. According to his son Brian. Hey, Jim Carnaggio. Hope you have a great day and you get a big bowl of pasta, big as your head. Congratulations to Sarah Hansen, who will receive her college diploma this Saturday from OSU, Oklahoma State University. Like Oscar, she worked very hard to accomplish her educational goals, and again, like Oscar, she's moving home to live with her parents while she contemplates her future.
Watch out for
Way to
that
go.
washing machine.
Way to go, Sarah. Greetings to Johnny Hicks.
Knew you'd love it.
Johnny Hicks of Buffalo, New York. He just turned 40 and has spent more than half of those 40 years as a Mike O'Mara listener. Wow, that's great. Happy birthday, Johnny Hicks.
Johnny Hicks!
Love that. Sounds like a guitar player.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Johnny Hicks played with Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Hey, you know what? You'll
Anyway,
be Johnny Hicks at his hot licks.
there's some great names on the mailbag today. Sydney Chad. Sydney Chad. Sydney Chad turns 10 on Saturday. I love your name, Sydney Chad. And we'll hear this greeting while she's on her way to a San Francisco Giants game.
Cool.
Happy birthday, Sydney. Go Giants! Woo! Go Giants! Happy birthday. That's fantastic. And Sydney, I hope you have a fantastic 10th birthday. Guess who wants the TMOS birthday song?
Who?
It's Julian Devereux.
Ah, yes, Julian.
Devereux?
Yeah. It's a
not
French spelling.
It's not Devereaux?
Yeah, I know. It looks like, you know what? It looks like someone is rebelling against their French heritage.
Devereux. Julian Devereux, that's who. He hasn't missed an episode since the terrestrial days, so let's sing for him real good.
All right.
Happy birthday to Julian. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
French
Julian.
hatred.
Carol Lance writes, happy birthday on May 6th to my daughter, Melissa. She listens to the show every day, and so do I. It gives us one more thing to bond over.
Nice.
We talk and we laugh about the show every time we see each other. Thank you for the huge effort that you obviously put into making every show the best. And please don't ever stop. And please have a meet and greet in Raleigh, North Carolina. Let me check on that.
Okay.
We do the meet and greet in Raleigh, North Carolina. No, we can't. I'm sorry.
You know what, Mike? We could actually ask someone who's close to Raleigh if it's possible.
Okay, very good. You want to do that?
Yeah, I don't know that we want to go into the big city.
Oh, it's Barney Fife.
Boo!
The late Don Knotts, everybody. Right on to the letters now. Hello, gentlemen. In the past couple of weeks, Oscar has used the word soliloquy twice.
Oh.
First, to describe Rob's T-shirt slogan, and secondly, to describe a Facebook post made by Mike. Oh, I wish he was here, but he's stuck in traffic.
He is.
Would Oscar mind defining the word soliloquy? We're going to wait for Oscar to arrive for that.
We'll let him do
has
that
to
on
be-
his own?
Yeah, we're not going to do shtick with that. We're
Okay.
going to let him arrive, and that's Pete in Syracuse.
So skip
where
the
I've got a
actual
lot of-
definition then.
That's right. Hold on to it. Hold
will.
on to it
I
because
shall.
I really, really would like Oscar to give us
Listen,
I use-
it's amazing.
We can discuss. I think of it as a Shakespearean term.
You're very close.
That's what I think
You're
about
very
it when I
close,
think of it. And we have the actual definition when Oscar gets here. Good day, TMOS. My name is Austin Welch, and I want to request a shout-out to my mother, Christy, a.k.a. Big Red.
Oh, dear.
Wow. It's Big Red, the bobblehead, the Big Red bobblehead.
I remember him.
Hey, I'm Austin's mom, Christy.
Does she look like John Goodman?
Oh, Hold on a second.
I hope.
I hope not.
Since I have this now, I might as well go into my little machine and see.
Big
if it
Red,
works.
the bobblehead.
Yeah, let me see
We
if
almost
this thing is
stayed at
working.
a Red Roof Inn when we did one of our pleasure trips, Mike.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. My name's Christy. How are you?
Hey, do you go by a nickname?
Yeah, I'm Big Red, the Big Red Bobblehead.
Why do they call you Big Red?
Yeah, I like the way the reverb just kind of left all on its own.
Hey, that's what happens when you buy $10 voice changers.
Hey, how's it sounding?
Sound
Sound okay?
It sounds good.
Yeah,
but
my
there's
name's
no
Christy.
reverb.
My son's name is Austin Welch, and I'm really looking forward to Mother's Day because I've got a great son, Austin. Hold on. Excuse me.
What was
Had
that?
something in my throat.
What was it?
Yeah, it was great. The second time.
Who are you again?
I'm Christy. I'm Christy Welch.
Do you have a nickname?
Big Red.
You know what I love about you? We've
What?
talked before, and people should
What's
know
that?
this. Your bewitching laugh.
Thank you.
Like an angel.
So anyway, I love it when Austin swears.
Do you?
And I love it when he calls me Big Red.
That's nice.
So I just want to say, Austin, I love you. This is Mommy.
Big Red.
This is Mommy.
Hey, did you ever sing him a lullaby when he was a little kid?
I did. Would you like to hear one?
Oh, more than anything.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
It's not really a lullaby. It's
Really?
It's a classic that was probably made famous during the 40s or 50s. I'm
Okay.
not quite sure. But let me sing this to Austin.
All right.
Okay? Austin, this is Mommy. This is Big Red Christy. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. I love you, Austin.
Sell it,
How
baby.
much is that doggy in the window? I wonder if he is for sale. Austin, Mommy loves you.
That made me sleepy.
Big Red Christy out.
Is she single?
Wow, that's
She
that's
used to be.
amazing.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting.
Red hot.
Austin, thank you very much. I bet you didn't expect that. Hi, guys. Next letter. I've been listening to Mike since I was 15, and I would like to get a birthday greeting for my 45th birthday from either Lancelot Link, Matahari, or the Baron. By the way, I'll understand if you deny me, as I was responsible for bringing you the worst porn star interview that you ever had at WJFK.
Wow.
Alexis, Texas. I think I remember
Oh,
that.
that was really bad.
Didn't she have a particular nickname? Wasn't she the queen?
Yeah, I believe she was.
Wasn't she the A queen?
Yeah.
Right?
I believe you're right. And you know, that's not an actual, she's not an actual member of the royal family. That's more of an honorary title.
Let me look up.
You take a look
Alexis
for her?
Texas.
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to see if she's still.
I remember she was not,
working.
she was a lovely lady, but not particularly well spoken. You know who was a good interview back in the WJFK days was Nikki Knockers. She was excellent.
Amber Lynn was nice too.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, going in there. This always jams up my computer real good.
You know, Mike, why don't you just hit your search history?
She still has an official website.
Ah.
And now, see, I don't remember her looking like that.
Maybe it's a new Alexis, Texas. Maybe it's
You
like
think it
disc
could be?
jockeys
Like
where
Lassie.
or Lassie, where they just keep replacing them.
I am at least 18 years of age, 21 in some localities, and have the legal right to possess adult material in my community. All
Yes.
right, I'll say enter here. Here we
1,000
go.
times yes. Click there.
Oh, yep, that's what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's doing that right there.
Sure.
Oh my, yeah, she's lovely. She's a lovely girl.
Just not
Dirty
much of a
Birdie.
talker.
No, not at all. But
Well, when you're
just-
facing that direction.
Yeah, the mic doesn't pick her up.
Yeah. All right, Alexis, Texas. I don't know how this guy did that, but let's see. He wants. This is what's his name here? That's not us. It's Frank Mayo.
Hey, today's his big day.
Oh, it's his birthday.
No, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Thank you, Rob.
Do you want to spin for this?
He said, I was hoping to meet you guys, but the only person I met was Beth Ann. Sad trombone. This is Frank Mayo who wants Lancelot Link. Let's see
All right,
what
let's see
happens,
how we
okay?
do.
Monkey, monkey, monkey! Wow. All right. Hello! Frank Mayo, this is the Baron. I'm the Baron. Lancelot Link is not here right now. I can bring in Mata Hari if you'd like me to.
I would like that
Here
very
she comes
much.
right now, Mata Hari.
What are we gonna do now, Lancelot?
Hey, did somebody tell me to come in here at the same time? I was watching Alexis Texas pornos. Yeah, we're all leaving now. Goodbye and have a happy birthday. There he goes. They're all gone. Thank you.
It's funny. Their feet look like hands.
That's a 3 for everybody. Hey, boys, my sister Karen is turning 47 this year,
Karen.
which means that, hello, Karen. That, by the way, the best pronunciation of Karen is Ray Liotta in Goodfellas.
Yes.
You know? Come on, Karen!
Karen.
My sister Karen is turning 47 this year, which means that we have been listening to Mr. Mike O'Mara for half of our lives. A lot of that today.
Yeah.
Making me feel old.
I think it must have to do with the low pressure. They're sad.
Living in Reno, we've been fortunate enough to see all the live shows back to the Don and Mike days. She is a mail carrier and listens to podcasts to help get her through long days. Perfect job for
Good one.
podcasts.
Yeah.
She doesn't do the Facebook, but it would be great if she could hear Oscar do his Rob impression and wish her a boss birthday. Thanks, guys. Dave Banfield.
Well, since Oscar's not here, I can do, if the slot machine comes up, I can do me doing Oscar doing me.
Okay.
Let's see how we do.
Let's see what happens. Not worth it? Not worth it? Not worth it. Thank you. Thank you. Did you really want to do Oscar doing you?
Not at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So anyway,
It doesn't paint me in a favorable light.
I'm getting lost. We have so many letters today. I'm
We
getting
do.
all
We're on page
confused.
3 now.
Page 3, and
Hello,
we
boys.
got the hello, boys. My birthday is this Sunday, and I will be 1 month older than Mike. I have 2 requests for my birthday. One is for Rob to unfriend me on Facebook.
No,
I
no.
promise.
Unfriend me.
Oh, to unfriend me on Facebook. I promise never to shop at Wegmans again. The other is to get the weather forecast for Rochester, New York from a non-committal, your very loyal listener, Lori Sandler, Canada. That's your last name, Canada? That's cool. Let's see what happens, all right? Weatherman? There it is!
And a progressive,
Oh, my
too.
God.
Nice work.
Okay, let's take a look right now at the weather forecast for Rochester. Looks like it's going to be partly cloudy with a chance of sunshine or showers, and temperatures anywhere from 37 to 68 degrees. Should be fantastic, but a low-pressure system is confluencing with a high-pressure system, and unfortunately, I'm tired of doing this impression. Thank you. Goodbye. Too much. Anyway, you're working me to death today. Good morrow, Mike, Rob, Oscar, Pony, and interns. On May 6, 2015, I became a card-carrying member of the Older Fathers Club, gifted with a beautiful baby boy named John Paul. While his name might sound Catholic or junkies related, it's actually a combination of his grandfather's names. That's cool. We love hearing Mike talk about little Michael, who's sick today. Little Michael's
what's
sick
he got?
unfortunately. Got the flu, I think.
Damn it.
And we look forward to reaching each milestone that Mike describes. JP's definitely in his spider monkey phase, and I am secretly working to get his first word to be boat. Boat. Now, today it's like he's got the little cool pack on his forehead. And he's drinking Pedialyte, and he's, they had it at school. They had it at the Petri dish that was school. You know, when they send the letter home that says the flu is at the school.
Yeah. You know what, Mike? That's a
just
better
a matter
letter.
of days.
That's a better letter to get than the lice letter.
Head lice. Yeah, watch out. My only request is that there will still be a TMOS in the future so he can intern when he gets old enough, even if it's This Morning with Oscar Santana by then. Thank you for bringing the funniest funny ever. That is Chris Fuller.
Nice.
And that's very nice. Thank you very much, Chris. Moving right along, gentlemen, I wanted to send out a happy birthday to my best bud, Brandon Sullivan. He turns 28 today. He is a penny-pinching cheapskate, so for his birthday, I'd like to treat him to a spin of the magic slot machine to see if his favorite restaurant entrepreneur, Dick Queasy, had a special Cinco de Mayo birthday dish for him. Thanks, Grimy in Orlando. Okay, let's see. All right. Empty. Sorry, there's just so much I can do.
Well, you know, he's not a big fan.
He's 100 letters today. Sorry about that.
Dick
Just too
Queasy, not
much,
a big fan of the Mexican food.
We're going to discuss Cinco de Mayo during the show. So
Okay,
I
okay.
want to save it for that. Bad Wife Letter Part 1. Here it comes. Hi, guys. My husband celebrates his 40th birthday this Friday. I asked him months ago what he wanted for his special day, and he said he would love a birthday message from the TMOS gang. The past 2 Christmases, I have given him subscriptions to the bonus show, and every night I lie next to him in bed while he listens to the show on his earbuds.
Sexy. That's a hot marriage, Mike.
Yeah, it sure is. Yet somehow I forgot his one birthday request. I truly don't know how I forgot. Our home has TMOS reminders in just about every room, from Blinds.com to Omaha Steaks to Nuts.com to Stamps.com to Harry's to Sherry's Berries to cards from Vistaprint. And every time I order from Amazon Prime, he always asks me if I went through the TMOS portal. God
Good
bless
guy.
him.
Good guy.
All of this, and yet I still forgot to email you. As I was preparing some of his gifts to be wrapped tonight, he sheepishly asked me if you had replied to my email. The email I never sent.
Oh, dear.
Imagine my chagrin. Any chance you can get a happy 40th message out to Todd Hess this week? Thank you, Tracy Hess.
Any chance, Mike?
I
don't like to reward people that are late.
Rob, you kind of you put these together, and there's a bad wife letter part 2. So you take it. You tell me where you want to go with this. I'm not sure what you're doing here.
I'm just saying there was a theme this week. I didn't want to split them up. I'll just say this: Happy birthday, Todd. You can do better.
Yeah.
All right. Bad wife letter part 2. Oh, it's another separate letter, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is.
All right, Tracy Hess, you're very sweet, and don't listen to Rob. Rob hates everybody, and it's very sad.
Don't hate you, Mike. Love
you. Know what? I will tell that Tracy, I think you're a good lady, and I think you're terrific for supporting your husband Todd and mentioning all the wonderful things that you do. Don't pay any attention to that evil man, Rob Spiewak. Yeah. Oscar, hello.
Hi.
How are you? How's it going?
Happy to be here.
Let's go back to that letter now because I
Yes.
saved it. Oscar, we had a letter early that I wanted to save, so I put it aside while you were fighting the traffic jam out there today. And the person, because you've used the word soliloquy. And
Soliloquy.
Yeah.
Oscar looks like
What a great thing to walk into, isn't it?
He just got out of bed. I mean, he looks. Did you pull an all-nighter last night?
No.
Have you been studying too hard?
I know. I went to bed at 10 last night.
You know what you're
Okay,
seeing, Mike?
all right.
You're seeing a victim of the Thursday morning fight at the lights. He had a bad commute.
Well, you're an easy tell, Rob, because your cheeks are red and you come in out of breath and stuff. It's the stress of the commute that I think
It
we're
is.
seeing.
I
Oscar.
I left my house at 7:20.
Oh, God! We already did our traffic
It's almost
shtick.
10 a.m.
I know.
I mean,
Jesus
I told people, I was telling somebody yesterday about living in D.C., and when it was 28 miles to get from my mother-in-law's house to our studio, and it took me 2.5 hours. It's less mileage from Olney, and it took you almost 3 hours to get here today.
Yes.
Washington, D.C.,
Thank you for holding up the fort, Joe.
a bedroom
down.
community.
It's a soliloquy.
A soliloquy. They mentioned that you have used soliloquy on the show 2 or 3 times recently, and someone wanted you to give the
My
definition
definition?
of soliloquy.
Yes.
A soliloquy, excuse me. A soliloquy is when one rambles on about nothing.
All right,
That's
that's
a
the
soliloquy.
definition. All right, here is the actual definition of a soliloquy. It is a dramatic or literary form of discourse in which a character talks to himself or herself or reveals his or her thoughts when alone or unaware of the presence of other characters. A soliloquy can be found, one of the greatest examples would be to be or not to be.
Right.
That is the question from Shakespeare.
So
That
when
is one of
someone
the
does
great
a soliloquy,
soliloquies.
Yes.
it is done irrespective of people around them. They don't hear it on stage. It's like the innermost thoughts.
So they're not just
Like the
rambling
inner
on.
No. It is they're revealing something about the character. Oftentimes, the soliloquy is directed right at the audience.
But does the audience have to care about it?
The audience, if it's you, does not care about it. No,
okay.
they're out getting juji fruit or dots.
Dots. Mother effing dots.
Mother effing dots. So I think we've established a soliloquy. Maybe it would be a better idea
Yes.
if I made an attempt to give an example.
Oh, please.
Of
Okay.
a soliloquy. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to eat the 4 chili dogs at Burger King, or late at night when Carla has gone to sleep and I've had 11 Irish whiskeys watching my Washington Capitals fail yet again I saunter into the bathroom and relieve myself, only to be following that with a trip to the kitchen where I pour chocolate chips into a bowl and cover it with Land O'Lakes whipped cream. Yes, so that when my Capitals lose, not only am I depressed about that and depressed the following day because I drank too much Irish whiskey the night before, but I wake up with a food hangover as well because I've abused my body in every way possible. That is the question. Woe is me. Woe is me.
And all that time,
be a good
Oscar and I are
example of it?
saying, I wonder what Mike is thinking.
That is fun.
All right, moving right along. Hold on, let me turn my microphone up. Lots of buttons here. Bad Wife Letter Part 2. Hi, guys. My handsome, smart, wonderful husband, Dwayne Zach, will be turning 51 tomorrow, and I'm hoping you can wish him a happy birthday on the show. The obvious question here is, why 51 and not 50? Well, the answer is because I am a lame-ass wife who didn't remember to send this letter a year ago. Imagine my dawning horror as I sat with him listening to your birthday greetings the week of his 50th birthday, watching his big S-eating grin fade as he waited for a fabulous birthday greeting, which never materialized.
Oh, no.
Seriously, I threw him a really big party with a taco truck,
Hey!
a giant cake, plenty of libations, and practically every person he'd ever met. But it didn't quite erase his disappointment that he didn't hear from his favorite internet friends. He has since forgiven me, but not forgotten. So here I am imploring you to please save my bacon this year.
Bacon.
What a wonderful letter. With thanks and warm regards, Christina, Zach, and Rob.
Yes.
Another bad wife letter, but I love them.
Yes.
They're thoughtful ladies,
And you
aren't
know what?
they?
I couldn't. I had to put them together, so I had to figure out a
Right.
way to put them. Happy birthday, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Dwayne,
Big
thank you.
51. More like 50 wonderful. Am I right, ladies?
Absolutely. Next letter. Hello, TMOS. My lady and I were recently watching a recap of the 2016 New Orleans Jazz Music and Heritage Festival. When Michael McDonald's set aired, I could not stop laughing because the only thing I could hear in my head were the dueling McDonald's. My lady kept asking why I was laughing, to which I yelled, "You don't get it." Please use this $10 Harrah's gaming token in the Riverboat poker machine in hopes of hearing the dueling McDonald's so that hopefully she will get it. Rob Leatherland, Fredericksburg, Virginia. P.S. Attached is a minute segment of the Michael McDonald set I laughed at. Rob has the clip.
Yeah, here's what actually set him off, Mike. It's not even one of his good songs. It's Sweet
No.
Freedom from Running Scared.
No, to hear one of his good songs, we might have to spin the wheel. So let's see what happens with that. We're going to spin it right now.
Let's see how we do as we spin.
All right, there we go.
It's a dollar token, so keep that
Dollar
in
token.
mind.
Here it is. I've got it there. It goes. Spin it. All right. White beard, white hair, white beard. That's a
Hey!
winner. That's a big winner.
I love it.
That's a big winner.
Big winner.
Yes, absolutely. Cue the music, Rob. Oh, one of our all-time favorites, everybody. Power 105, WAVA. Hope you're having a fantastic day with the traffic and the rain and all the things you deal with when you're a Washingtonian. Here's Michael McDonald on WAVA.
She came from somewhere back in the settled down to recreate what had yet to be created. One chicken life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic touch. Never comprehended what he wanted to say.
Rob knows the lyrics better than
Never realized.
Been doing it a while.
Never really was. She never place in his life.
Wow. That was
organ.
one of the better ones we've ever done. And our final letter. I hold in my hand our final letter.
And the show's
Man.
2/3 over.
Show's hot. I'll be honest with you. I'm getting so much feedback. I don't know what to do about it. Hi guys, my name is Steve Dooher.
Hey, doer.
No, it's not, is it? Dooher?
Doer.
Steve I Dooher.
Yeah, come on, Steve. Doer.
I'm a TMOS fan in Boston who discovered the old Don and Mike show when they were syndicated in Dallas. That doesn't make sense. I heard Don busting Mike's balls about Yaz and my beloved Red Sox. Yeah, Don used to like to do that. And I immediately became a Mike fan and a P1 listener. I celebrated my middle-aged 43rd birthday last Wednesday by buying the TMOS bonus package. You can still buy it.
Yes.
You can buy it today. And would love to get a shout-out from Larry King. Ponies Larry King.
Hey!
Here's some change for the casino slot machine. Fingers crossed, and by the way, any listeners who think it's a roulette wheel need their heads examined. Thanks from Steve Dooher. Let's do it one more time. Put the machine together here. Here it comes. Cigarette. There it is. Pony's Larry King. Here he comes. Go ahead, Pony. This is for Steve Dooher.
Hello, Steve Dooher. Hopefully, Steve is going to do her. Happy birthday, Larry out.
That's good. I enjoy that. Does that mean we can finally start the show?
If you want.
No, Jesus, start the show.
Okay.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business. From the entertainment capital of the world.
Mr. Hobbs, come in. We meet at 11.
This is a swell office.
Mere creature comforts.
Could use a little more light, though.
Please pardon the absence of light. You see, as a youngster, I was frightened of the dark, and I used to wake up sobbing in it as if it was water, and I was drowning in it. But as you will observe, I have so thoroughly disciplined myself against that fear that now I much prefer a dark room.
The only thing I know about the dark is you can't see in it.
A pure canard.
What's a canard?
A prevarication.
What does that mean?
A lie. You can see, you know.
Well, not good enough.
You see me, don't you?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
That is acting, and that is the late Robert Prosky, who I think is one of the great character actors of all time. Absolutely amazing. Really did a fantastic job. And if you've never seen The Natural, rent it, get it. It's one of the great baseball movies of all time. Coming to you live from the Cappy Pfeiffer studio in the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are on the air and online worldwide. The Mike O'Mara Show, a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it. If you're here, you do too. You can call us anytime. Maybe not today. We're busy.
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
We may answer you at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. Our show today brought to you by Vistaprint. Vistaprint is the best, no matter what you need for the home or office. Postcards, flyers, banner, apparel, invitations, you name it, Vistaprint does it right. But I got to tell you, nothing beats their business cards. The best deal in the business, bar none. Right now, you can get 500 business cards for just $9.99 when you enter promo code TMOS at checkout. That's 500 cards for under $10. Vistaprint cards make it easy and affordable to make a great first impression, and that means your clients will remember you. And isn't that the purpose of a business card? It's old school and it works.
Oh, it's classy.
They're totally customizable. Every one of us has designed a card at Vistaprint, and guess what? It's easy, 100% user-friendly, and it always looks sensational. The best customer service, great quality, and your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. If you're not 100% happy, Vistaprint will make it right. Just remember, use that TMOS code at Vistaprint.com, and you, my friends, will get 500 business cards for $9.99. That is a 50% savings, and send Rob your business cards. We'd love to share them on the show. Just visit Vistaprint.com, create your custom card, and use promo code TMOS at checkout. Remember, TMOS, go to Vistaprint.com and order today. That was one of the record-setting mailbags of all time. One of the longest
set up,
mailbags.
Mike, it was set up like Pulp Fiction because it started at the beginning, and then we got into it, and then we went back to the beginning when Oscar got here.
And then I came back into the cast.
It was wonderful. That's right. We brought him back in for season 5.
So I was talking to somebody about Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. This is our May 5th show.
It's a big day. I think we know why Oscar was late. He was drinking green beer.
Yes, that's right. It's his St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? Technically.
His St. Patrick's Day.
My mom had mojitos and empanadas ready this morning.
Very, very exciting. I think it's wonderful. And, I mean, I'm not sure what it's all about, to be perfectly
Corona
honest with
stacked to the walls.
It has to do with, is it not Mexican independence, Oscar?
It is Mexican Independence Day.
I see.
That's what it is. It's Mexico. Oh, and now I get it. Okay. Happy Mexican Independence Day.
And it seems every year to fall on the 5th.
Yes.
And they are wonderful neighbors to the south.
Mm-hmm.
See, I never knew. I don't.
Donald Trump said he was going to cancel May 5th.
He said, hold the mayo.
jeez.
He is tired. He shouldn't laugh at that.
I'm very. Now I get it. I forgot. Do you realize I literally did not remember that's what it is? It's
But
Mexican
there's no
Independence
need for
Day.
you to remember it. I mean, you don't celebrate Bastille Day.
And the only reason we ever knew about it is because we, back in the day when we were on the radio, there would be Corona would step up to the plate, and we'd have an event where we'd have to broadcast live.
Mm-hmm. Where, and Oscar, I ask you this because I think you know better than anybody else. Where does this rank? Am I correct in assuming that this holiday has increased in exposure, popularity, bar promotions?
It's been completely. It's just a marketing tool. It's Malling of America. It is $5 Corona, a $5 bucket of Coronas.
Right.
At happy hour
chance
tonight.
to go out and get
That's
just
it.
S-housed. But it has not reached the level of St. Patrick's Day.
It's not St. Patty's Day.
I think it's on its way, though.
No.
I think it could be where
because
people
it's
actually
backed
take
not
the
only
day
by
off.
Big Corona, it's also backed by Big Avocado. Because Big Avocado is trying to sell the guacamole. Yeah.
The best and worst event we ever did as a program, as a young broadcaster, was when we all dressed up as the Three Amigos in real Three Amigos costumes.
You Drab and Chad?
Yes.
Right.
And Chad was made a big deal about us dressing up, and we went and found professional costumes, and we were set to go, and Drab and I show up at that bar on the waterfront in D.C. It's on almost like on a skiff or a barge, and it's a Mexican. It's like you go there. It's a cantina type of bar.
Okay,
right?
all right.
By the way, if you don't know, Big O and Dukes is the other show that Oscar does with a guy that's on the radio in Washington, D.C., Chad Dukes. And
Big
that
Shooter.
is that Big Shooter.
Yes.
And Drab is their third wheel, who also produces the Sports Junkies, as we're all kind of
incestuous,
intertwined. And some of the guys do podcasts and work on the radio. But anyway, you were doing the three.
But not everybody, Mike.
Not everybody. That's right. Not everybody works on the radio. There you go. Thank you.
So we show up, and we're in costume. Drab and I are.
Do you have hats?
We have big hats and everything. I think it's on the web somewhere.
Sombreros.
And Chad starts walking down the dock to our little cantina
right.
Bar, and he's not dressed in his costume. And
no,
it was his brainchild. We're going as Three Amigos, and I said,
you guys have the full
we have
mariachi
the tightest
regalia.
costumes on ever. They are so tight. They're probably not. It wouldn't be safe for work to take these pictures in. And I said, dude, what's the story? He goes, it didn't work out. He said he threw on the costume in Fairfax before he came out and split them wide open.
Oh, no.
I've done that. I've been there. Oh, my God. That goes back to when Don and I did the Living Seas and had to get in wetsuits.
Yes.
And I said, oh, my God, never again. Wetsuits.
Oh, my God.
You can be a thin guy and a wetsuit will make you look fat.
Yes.
That's the way that goes. Anyway, happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. We're going to take another break. When we come back, I want to talk just a bit, if we can, about how I feel about America right now.
Okay.
I have to get this off my chest because I'm afeared. We'll take a break and we'll come right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Here's a look at the latest forecast for the Moore Broadcasting region. We've got nothing but sunshine out there, but don't get happy. Rain showers will arrive anytime now. Silver linings do appear on cake and cookies. Stars will shine overnight on the Tony Perkins Show. Rob and Joe will make you laugh with some passing winds. Tech 411 will stumble in with some highs and lows with the technology front in the morning. Get more updates from the Moore Broadcasting Weather Center and Omericast every Monday. Download it today from the TMOS app.
Thank you, Marcus. That's Marcus Serta. Had some drunk texting, not texting, Facebook messaging with Marcus, initiated by me. I will be going on. I thanked Marcus for putting these promos together. He's done a few of them lately, and I said it's been too long since I've gone on his program.
I'm drinking, you're drinking.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus, I want to go on your show.
Hey, have you ever had a 2-day hangover?
You know what? We didn't speak. But we exchanged messages, and if we were speaking, it would have sounded like that when I talked to him. Marcus, I really appreciate all the promos you're doing for TMOS. I want to go on your show.
How's Celine doing?
You're a good guy.
He's not bad. You know that? I like him.
He's not a bad guy, and I'm going on the show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Tracker. Why don't you be like Lucia Rodriguez, who got herself a tracker? Because, you know what, she understands that even in the smart world of smart cars, smartphones, and smart homes, you lose stuff.
You do.
And losing things is now a thing of the past. Lucia knew that, thanks to Tracker. Tracker is a coin-sized device that locates misplaced keys, wallets, bags, computers, anything in seconds. All you do is pair Tracker to your smartphone. I have one. Rob has one.
Love it.
Oscar has one. We love it. You attach the tracker to anything, and you can find its precise location with the push of a button. It's that easy. If you lose your phone, press the button that's on the tracker, and your phone will ring even when it's on silent. So it finds your phone as well. With over 1.5 million devices, Tracker has the largest GPS crowd network in the world. It's crowd GPS, not GPS crowd. So your lost item will show up on a map, even if it's miles away. Never lose anything again thanks to Tracker. TMOS listeners get a special 30% discount off their entire order. Just go to thetracker.com and enter the promo code TMOS. That's THEtracker.com. The hardest thing you'll ever have to find is their website. Go to thetracker.com right now and use the TMOS code for a 30% discount. That's thetracker.com, code TMOS everybody. Welcome back to the show. Yes, Oscar Sandberg.
Just a quick, and I know I ran in here late, and I apologize, guys. It was rough getting in here because I'm living at my mom's.
Are you about to tell us that you can't stay for the whole show?
I have an update on my mom's situation. I've had some sort of revelation.
Oh, yeah. Now we were supposed to get that because you have, for those of you that don't know, a little background. Oscar is in between residences right now. He is getting ready to hopefully cross the finish line for his Georgetown pad. And while he's waiting, he has already rented out his other pad in Glover Park. So therefore, to handle it right now, he is staying with Mamo. He is staying at his mom's house with his fiance.
If everything falls into place, if all the T's are crosses and I's are dotted, when do you move into the new place?
God willing, next Wednesday.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Like a week from yesterday?
And then we will legitimately cue this music again.
To celebrate my independence. Mike, my mom.
Yeah, you know what it'll be? It'll be 11 DeMeo.
Maybe the problem.
Really?
Your mom may be the problem.
Yes.
Now you've had some altercations with the
I thought we would have to put
machine.
my wonderful fiance on a performance improvement plan.
A PIP, Mike.
A PIP. And it has to be my mom because yesterday she showed a side of her that I had never seen.
Wow.
Okay.
You've known her almost all your life.
Yes.
When we checked in the other day, Shannon had broken the washing machine.
Overload.
By putting a too large comforter in there that should have been dry cleaned.
Yes.
And
that she had spilled potions on.
And Mama
Magic
Santana
potions.
was not speaking with Shannon, was kind of giving her the cold shoulder.
Yes.
Where does it stand now?
Okay. So, oh, God. This is going to be tough because you know how much I love my mom. Mike.
Yeah, I
You
know.
how much I care about her.
This much.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so Shannon, we got together and we said, what are we going to do to make this right, Shannon? And by we, I mean you. So let's see what we can get together.
Was Shannon at least proactive in it?
Yeah, she
wants to
said,
fix
She
it,
said, what
right.
can I do?
Right.
So
She's a pleaser, Rob. She's a pleaser.
I went
You
into
bet
my
she is.
filing cabinet and I said, okay, here's the PIP. all we need to do is make sure that we clean up and fix all these little things around the house, and she's going to think we did a lot, right?
Okay, you're a guest, and you're making the home better than it was when you arrived.
That's exactly what it is. And I said,
what all house guests should do.
Get on TaskRabbit. Let's hire some rando to come over here and do it all.
Yeah, that's even better. You
Yes.
do that, and you have somebody take care of it for you, so you don't have to do the sweat work.
Yeah,
That's
that toilet's been leaking water for decades. Let's get someone over to fix that. It's
Let's
always
do it.
running. Yes.
Let's do it.
That doorbell's been cracked since Halloween
Right.
because some 5-year-old put their thumb through it, and that's it. And then let's get the door fixed.
Hi, I'm 5.
5.
So, my wonderful fiance, the love of my life, does all of this.
Your partner.
And she actually says, I'm going to do one more thing. My mom has it's almost like a stand from the 1970s where she still keeps her plants dead or alive, right?
All right,
And-
is it a corner stand?
Yeah, it's a corner
or-
stand. It's a corner
All
stand,
nice.
right?
I've seen those.
So, but this one's straight from into the 1970s. She's never upgraded this thing. The
Right.
plants are, again, dead or alive on there. They're just plants for days.
It's back now, though, Mike. Now it's hot again.
So-
There was a while when it was out of fashion, but now
So
everyone loves 1970s
She goes to Home
horticulture.
Depot, brings home the new shelf for the corner, for the plants, and she builds it, puts it together, goes through her plants, picks, unweeds all the plants, makes them nice.
just weeds them.
Or, whatever you call them, and fixes them, makes them clean. And I see her going. I'm like, you don't have to do all this. She goes, no, I want to do this. Builds the shelf by herself because I'm doing my homework. I can't
Gets a brand new shelf
Yes.
and then edits the plants that are dead.
Yes.
And spruces up the plants that were on the old
and
ratty.
I'm talking no less than
shelf.
I want to say you're talking about 20 plants. 20 plants.
Wow.
So,
Right?
so it's a rather significant
Yes,
undertaking.
tedious, especially when it's not your house and you don't. They're not your plants, and it's a whole thing.
Right.
My mom comes home and we're sitting there just hanging out, and she says, "What happened to my shelf?
Oh, no.
¿Qué pasó con las plantas? What happened to the plants?" And I said,
I'm sorry when you do that. I can't help myself. I can't help
I said,
myself.
"What?
Oh,
What did she say again, Oscar?
¿Qué pasó con las plantas?" And then I look over and I'm like, "Shannon got you a new shelf, and your plants, they're alive again. They're living."
It's alive.
And she goes, "Pero eso no me gusta." And I'm like,
She doesn't like it.
I was like, "What eso? What don't you like, right?" And she goes, "No me gusta que me tocaron mis cosas y ese." I don't know what the name shelf is, but ese shelf es muy gordo, muy grande. And I said, "What do you mean it's too big, too fat?" And I said, she first said she doesn't like that someone touched her stuff, her dead plants, Mike, and they were dead or alive.
No,
Dead,
well, you've
dead, dog.
The danger of going in and doing something, especially for somebody who's beginning to
Lose it.
To go into the senior years, is you feel like maybe there's overstepping. Obviously, Mama Santana felt that there was overstepping.
This could be the first step to putting her in a home.
I said to my fiance, I said, "Don't build that thing yet. She's got to sign off on it." She's very particular. She goes, "Oh no, she goes, I measured. Everything's fine, right?"
So there, what now? Now, did you see how he snuck that in there?
That really, you kind of buried the
glowing
lead there,
review.
Wolf.
Do you see how he can't help himself?
Yeah.
This glowing review he is that now. See, I speak Oscar, and I know that Oscar was trying so hard to make this all positive about Shannon, but he
Right.
couldn't help himself because there was a discussion
Yes,
before about
a pre-shelf
getting-
discussion.
getting approval, and she didn't do it. It's another. I really thought we were going to have one story where Shannon didn't screw up, but no. So she built the shelf without the mom's permission.
And look, in my mom's defense, it's fat and it butts out into like a little eating
it's
area.
now cumbersome, and it fit the room before.
Right.
And all right, when you saw the shelf, did you see it before your mom came home and saw it?
Yeah. Well, I saw it before it was built, and I
Okay.
said to Shannon, I said that
Ay,
looks,
ay, ay.
that looks a little big. But she goes, "I've measured."
Sorry.
She says, I measured. I'm telling you, it's not going to take up any more space, right? And I said,
But
I said,
how
all right.
did she measure it if she says it doesn't take up
Rob,
any more space,
I'm
but
just-
it takes up more
I'm
space?
just trying to finish up grad school. I just want to finish. So
A lot of estimation.
Instead of fighting and pulling out the...
Thought there might be one story this week where Shannon comes out the winner.
No.
But no.
Who wins? Shannon wins.
Instead of fighting with her, I said, I'm going to go finish my homework. I trust you. You're good to go.
Sure.
Right? My mistake. So
Were they both, can I ask this?
Yeah.
Were they both corner units?
Yeah, both corner units.
Okay, so they're
Yes.
corner units. That's you got that going for
The
you.
one
which is
shoots
nice.
out, the other one doesn't, right?
Okay.
It's a jutter, Mike. It juts out.
Is it jets out or
Jut.
Juts.
Juts.
Okay, juts.
It's a jutter.
So,
All right,
my-
you know
okay.
what? No, hold on.
Oh,
We got to
no.
take another break. We got to come back, wrap this up. Never going to be able to talk about Donald Trump on this show. We'll come back and find out how she did it again. That dream scenario on the Mike O'Mara Show. He's late for work, but he's bringing it today. That's good.
Solid,
We'll be right back.
concentrated entertainment.
Girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Sherry's Berries. How many days, Rob? How
3
many
days.
How many-
3 days till Mother's Day. Get on the stick.
3 days to get your mom phenomenal Sherry's Berries. Be like Maureen Duffin Knight. Be like David Wurtzel. Be like Chad Weaver. Be like Chris Hartsfield. Be like Bill Mulvihill. All people from the Mike O'Mara Show listening audience that purchased Sherry's Berries. You know, there's no one quite like your mom. Right now, get Sherry's Berries, freshly dipped strawberries, starting at $19.99 plus shipping. Or for just $10 more, you can get double the berries, twice the berries for only $10 more. You know, Maureen, David, Chad, Chris, and Bill, they all know that the berries.com and Sherry's Berries are phenomenal. They're juicy. They're as big as your head. They're dipped in milk, white, and dark chocolatey goodness. They've got nuts, chocolate chips, signature Sherry's Berries swizzles. My mouth is watering. Just talking about it. Just pick a delivery date and you're done. Your satisfaction always guaranteed, or your money back you can't miss. And incidentally, when I ask people to send me something about patronizing one of our advertisers, Maureen Duffin Knight, David Wurtzel, Chad Weaver, Chris Hartsfield, and Bill Mulvihill, I appreciate you getting back to me. That's why I put you on the show today.
Good at following instructions.
Here's the only way to get this amazing deal. Freshly dipped strawberries starting at $19.99 or double your berries, double them for $10 more. An exclusive offer only for our listeners when you use the TMOS code. Our listeners are really responding to Sherry's Berries this year, and we appreciate that. Visit berries.com, click the microphone at the top right-hand corner, and type in TMOS. That's BERRIES.com. Click the mic and TMOS. A limited time offer, and Mother's Day is this Sunday, so make sure to order now. And let me know if you do it. I'll, got a couple more days of letting you know about Sherry's Berries, and I'd love to mention your name on the show.
You know what's great about Sherry's Berries? You can get them for your mom or your mother-in-law, and they don't take up too much room in the dining room.
Your
They
future
don't.
mother-in-law. All right, it's back to the House of Horrors.
That's a bit strong.
I'm terribly sorry. It's back to the Bates Motel where Oscar and Shannon are staying. Shannon buys a cartoon-sized shelf to replace Mama Santana's 1970s stick shelf that she had in the corner, and then she throws out some of her plants at the same time, which is just a fireable offense. And Mama Santana not happy about it. By the way, when you're having this discussion,
Yes.
about the planter shelf. Is this all happening with the three of you in the same room?
No, Shannon had forgot her phone upstairs, so she had gone upstairs quickly to get her phone. So she's not hearing this. It's between
So
my
your
mom
mother
and I.
is your mother's letting it all hang out.
And I
She's
got to
letting
ask you this,
know how much
Oscar,
she
since
hates
you
it.
saw both sides of it, was the pruning of the plants, was it too aggressive?
No, that was positive.
That was a good job.
positive.
Okay.
My mom's,
I bet
her
I would see
eyesight-
Shannon doing that as delicately as
Me
one
too.
could
That's
do
fine.
it.
too.
That was fine.
So
The
she's
shelf really took over the top. That now we were eating with the shelf at the dining room table.
Set a place for the shelf.
So she's talking and bitching about the shelf.
I said, Mom, I love you. We're just trying to help. So I tell her, zip it, right? I said, zip it. We're all going to have a good evening. It's
Anyone
gonna be
else
fine.
feeling we're got a little bit of revisionist history here? That Oscar looks at his mom and
I
says,
don't say zip it, but I give her I was like, she's coming back down. We'll talk about this later, old lady.
Silencio!
No.
El Guapo.
Okay, so I had gone to Lito's Pizzeria and bought a pizza for all of us.
Oh, man.
We're all
Love
gonna sit
Lito's
down,
pizza.
right?
Nothing like a nice, healthy dinner.
Yeah.
They don't cut corners.
They're not an advertiser, Rob. Rob has wanted Lito's Pizza to advertise on our show forever. Rob, drive down there, go to their advertising department, get them on the show. I'm tired of your free ads for them.
Talk to
Okay?
Lou Lito and say,
I am
baby,
really-
the
those-
time is now.
That family's out of Maryland, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
they started University of Maryland. Is where they began.
I truly think I used to hang out, maybe party with one of the girls that was in the family.
Oh,
I mean, back when before they were this
Party.
Hey.
I think she was very attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pizza money.
Extra sauce.
Yeah. Like they had a family compound down on the Eastern Shore. I really believe. I think
you're right.
remember this.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
Very cool. So go ahead. So
Okay,
you're eating your
so
Lito's pizza.
I had signaled to my mom to really not say anything. Today was not the night. After what we've been through throughout the weekend, right?
Today was not the night.
She has the discussion with you while Shannon's upstairs.
Yeah,
then you tell her to zip it, and it's silence, and she's behaving herself.
She's
She's
fine.
not bitching about
She's
the
fine.
shelf
I know,
while
but
Shannon's
I feel
around.
She's fuming.
She's mad.
Yeah, and I just sit down. Let me just get through dinner and then go hit an Ambien and go to bed and forget about the world. All right?
That's right.
That's it.
That was the best topping he got on the pizza. Mike.
Yeah.
That's why he looks like he does today.
Thank you.
He looks He never looks rumpled. He looks rumpled.
He
today.
does look rumpled, like
he looks
Columbo.
rumpled
I
today.
feel rumpled.
You feel rumpled.
I
So
feel
what
rumpled.
happened at dinner?
So my mom is like, she's chomping down on her pepperoni pizza. Shan's got half cheese because she doesn't eat pepperoni. And I'm sitting there hoping that World War III doesn't break out because there's tension, right? There's tension. I feel it. And I said, so how is everyone's day? And then
You're making small talk.
no one was talking.
Oh man, that's you're striking matches in a gas station.
Is Shannon at dinner at all hip to the fact
No.
that there's
No.
that this shelf is
No.
not that her wonderful
No.
shelf has
No.
not
that makes it worse.
And
Okay.
my wonderful fiance says to my mom, "Did you see?
Here it goes.
I picked up a new shelf,
Here it goes.
and this is
She's saying this to a foreigner.
my mom can either win."
Did I see?
So what happens? I'm dying to know. What's Mama say?
My mom, she was about to take a bite out of her pepperoni square slice pizza from Lito's. She looked happy. She throws it on the plate, and she goes, "Sí, I see. Me compraste algo más gordo." And so she starts.
No, she completely lets it all
She
go.
loses it.
No
And
self-control
Shannon
whatsoever.
doesn't know Spanish. So I have to translate what my mom is saying to her, trying to calm down my mom. Also translate to her. Oh my God. Ruined dinner. Shannon was pissed. My mom kept talking about the receipt to return the shelf. She wanted the receipt.
No.
And you know what? That's going to involve disassembly. That's not an easy
this
return.
is the worst part. I would have said, let's keep it, right? And maybe the we could use it in Georgetown. We don't have room for that thing in Georgetown.
That's Gordo.
And there it is again. There he can't help himself. He did it again. He is acknowledging the fact that she put it together. It's too damn big.
Yeah, you see what he is, Mike? Deep down below it all, no matter what. He is
How
a
much
survivalist.
How much bigger is it than the other one, Oscar? Tell the truth.
It's big enough to really question the measurements. Because
Like there was inaccuracy at play?
yes,
Is it the same color at least?
no, it's not the same
no.
color, and the height is at least 3 feet shorter than the last one.
So it's fat and squat.
Yeah.
So it's a complete departure from what
It's
she had
stumpy,
in her beloved living room.
and it's different. It's much more. It's much like you said. It is a complete departure. If you said to someone, "Get me something that looks nothing like this,"
Mas gordo. So how did the dinner end?
So Shannon quietly, as she should, picked up her plate, went to the sink, washed her dish.
As she should.
Did she have to walk sideways to get by the shelf?
No, but the shelf was sitting at the dinner table with us.
Sure it is.
Front row seat.
It's like Elijah, Mike.
And I looked at my mom and I said, "See what you did?" And she says, what did I do?
Oh, yeah.
And I said,
she knows what she did.
I said, yo no hice nada. It says, mi casa. And then I was like, mi casa? You brought us to mi casa. I thought you said this was our casa. And then we start going back and forth about who owns what and what she did for us. She goes back to the olden days when she brought us over here on a shutter and gave us a shot at the American dream.
This is a full-fledged meltdown she's having.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yes.
Like what I did for you, and so I mean, this is your childhood home. This is your house.
My room still looks like my room did in 1996.
Yeah, well, for God's sake, don't change any of the furniture.
Oh my God! Oh, so like I know what precipitated that. I could practically be there. You said something about gratitude, didn't you? And then she went into the whole gratitude.
I
spiel.
said yes. I said, Mom, she's just trying, and most people don't try. And she says, if you're going to do something, do it right.
Oh, God. That's like,
Wow.
And
But you know what? That is a page from Oscar's manual, just as yesterday.
Oh, yes. I was just going to say,
just
look at
like
this
yesterday
apple.
when
look
she
at
said.
this apple that fell right next to the tree.
Exactly.
Look at that. Listen to that woman. That's where he gets it from.
Yeah.
That's
why
where
they're
he
busting
gets
heads.
it from.
That's why they're busting heads. They're too much alike.
Yes. All those times. Mike, you're very difficult to work with. Anyway, let's take a break, and we'll come back with news you may not need. Okay, we got 4 more days, maybe even longer, that they're all going to be in the same house together.
And she makes us feel like we're the ones in the wrong. You know?
Yeah. You know what? At some point, either before this is over or after, I think Larry King needs to call her and give her a talking to.
Well, Larry King knows how to make a family work. He's proven that.
Absolutely, yes. Be more grateful. We'll be right back with the news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Love and rain.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Touch of Modern. Are you ready to upgrade your lifestyle and leave boring behind? I got a watch on Touch of Modern that I am looking at, and it is such a great sale price. I think it's 60 or 70% off this watch on
nice.
Touch of Modern. They have a watch shop, by the way, at touchofmodern.com. If you're a watch aficionado, I know I talk about watches, but that's my favorite part of Touch of Modern. They've got everything, by the way. They've got all sorts of wonderful, wonderful gadgets. They've got new and vintage watches. They've got sexy home. I love the watches, and I might be pulling the trigger on one today.
Cool.
It's fantastic. It's Touch of Modern. I can't tell you how much time I spend surfing touchofmodern.com just because the stuff is so cool to look at.
It's a lot of
and
fun.
It just opens your eyes to all the design innovations that are existing in the world, and they do great prices, too. I love their stuff. Touch of Modern has so much great stuff. Loads of new sales, literally launching every day. Touch of Modern is the one website to improve your lifestyle, and you can do it with a single click. Right now, our listeners can get immediate access to these deals when they sign up at touchofmodern.com. Please sign up. You'll enjoy the afternoon. You do it today, you'll enjoy the afternoon surfing Touch of Modern and seeing all the great stuff they have. That's touchofmodern.com. Do it today, because tomorrow it'll be different. That is how they roll at touchofmodern.com, and really check it out. I think you're absolutely going to love it.
News.
Janet Jackson is pregnant.
Wow.
Isn't she 50?
Almost.
Yeah. She is pregnant with her first child at 49. Actually, she's very close to 50. Her birthday is on the 16th of May.
Whoa.
She is in her second. So that's obviously what she meant when she quit her tour last month, so she and her husband could plan their family. That was the quote. Janet married a businessman from Qatar, I guess it's called, named Wissam Al-Mana in 2012. Sorry, I didn't know that I needed music for that as well.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. Wissam Al-Mana. No, that's the wrong one. I want the Arab music. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think they both worked.
All right, appreciate that. They've been seeing a fertility specialist for a while, which makes sense because of Janet's age. It wouldn't be surprising if she conceived through in vitro, but nobody is saying that. A little long in the tooth to be having a baby.
But you know what this means,
right?
She's safe.
Thanks, Rob.
What?
Appreciate that. Hit the alarm. Hit the alarm for yourself.
Really, you think?
You need the misogyny alarm.
Okay.
What does that mean?
That means that you can't get her pregnant for the next 9 months.
Oh.
A little misogynistic there. Oh, he's gross. Anyway, Us Weekly says that Caitlyn Jenner back in the news again.
Yes.
Us Weekly says that Caitlyn will pose for the cover of Sports Illustrated sometime this summer, wearing nothing but an American flag and her Olympic medal. It's tempting to be sensationalistic and call this a naked photo, as Us Weekly is doing, but they don't give any indication of just how much Caitlyn will be covered by the flag. So be warned, this could turn into a whole lot of nothing, but we're not really sure. And, once again, Caitlyn in the news.
You know who's very excited about it is our intern, Mac.
I'm thinking full bush.
Oh, I don't think so, Mac.
She's a throwback.
By the way, we got a new when do we get when's the new intern coming back in?
Are you in Tuesday, Matt? When's your next day? He's back on Tuesday.
Tuesday we will spotlight our new intern from GMU, Matt. Not Mac with a C, Matt with a T.
Matt.
And we will spotlight him on Tuesday. Alec Baldwin yells at people so much you'd think he was getting paid for it. As I'm sure you know, the paparazzi remains his favorite target. On Tuesday, he lost it on a photographer in Beverly Hills because the guy took some shots of his wife. Hilaria. He is so funny.
That's not her name, is it really?
Hilaria.
Like
Hilaria?
The Greek god of puns.
Right. Uncle Cartoon's wife used to be named Hilaria, too. Oh, my God. She's Hilaria. Oh, my God. That's killing me. Sorry about that.
He was cleared of all charges, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Uncle Cartoon.
So. Alec called the paparazzi a piece of trash, told him to stay away from his wife, and when the guy tried to talk back to him, he screamed, "Shut up!" There's audio and video, but it's pretty tough to edit it.
Sure.
So we don't have that for you. Pretty typical stuff for Alec Baldwin, who has a lot of rage.
I hope he brings some of that positive energy to the match game on ABC this summer.
You do not like that choice, do you?
My cross.
It's looking more and more like drugs were the cause of Prince's death. The DEA is now involved in the investigation, along with the U.S. Attorney's Office. All they would say is that they're going to, quote, augment this local investigation with federal resources and expertise about prescription drug diversion. So, sad.
That is.
It's not that I don't care, but it's just sad to me. It's a bummer that he had to go out with that.
Anything else about his connection to Arsenio and the drugs?
I'm not sure. Nothing yet. The announcement. The Minneapolis Star-Tribune reported that Prince had begun seeking help for a prescription painkiller addiction. That makes it even more sad if it's true.
Yeah.
Representatives for Prince had called an addiction specialist, Dr. Howard Kornfeld, on April 20th, saying he was dealing with a grave medical emergency. Kornfeld sent his son, Andrew. Well, that's nice.
That's good.
It's a grave emergency for a superstar. And, he sent his son because the doc was too busy. The son was there to evaluate Prince. But when he got there early next morning, Prince was already dead. In
that
fact,
story
Andrew,
just gets sadder and sadder.
Yeah, it does. Andrew was one of the people who found his body in the elevator, and he's the one who made the 911 call. And there is a lot of speculation about all sorts of drugs surrounding Prince, and it sucks. You can't call someone lazy if everyone else is doing the same thing. Am I right, ladies?
Right, ladies.
A new study by Reebok found the average person spends less than 1% of their life. Maybe that's depressing, or maybe it makes you feel better. The man that's laughing feels better.
You know what? I'm going to do some math, see how I do.
Here's how they figured it out. They say the average person is alive for 71 years. Only exercise for an average of 60 hours a year. That's 5 hours a month. When you add it all up, that means we spend 180 days total exercising, or 0.69% of our lives. So it makes sense, but it gets even worse. The study also found we spend 27% of our lives sitting and only 0.45% having sex. Now, here's a question. Do you guys is golf considered exercise?
Sure.
Then
a light workout.
It's a light, but it's
exercise.
doing
you know
something and it's being out of doors.
If you say 1%, that is still nearly 15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
If you exercise for 1% of your day. So, I mean, that's something.
Do you fit that standard?
I mean, as far as walking, getting around, maybe. Who cares? I don't know. Mike, it's been a good ride, and we'll see where it takes me. There are days when I approach 16.
That's exciting. something. Monique Vanderhwist. That's her name, boys. Monique Vanderhwist is a 19-year-old student at Bowling Green State University in Ohio, and she was very drunk last weekend. This time of year, spring, late spring,
yes,
into early summer, high drink time. Cinco de Mayo, another excuse.
How drunk was she?
Well, here it is. When she wanted to go home, she got into a catering truck that someone left running and drove it off.
Oh, no.
But she hit another car, ran over some curbs. The cops stopped her when she went into a parking lot. Told them she took the truck because she thought it was hers.
Wait,
even though,
this isn't my catering truck.
Yeah, she took a catering truck even though she drives a car. Apparently, she was too drunk to realize the difference between her automobile, which I'm sure is something small, and the catering truck. So she was arrested for receiving stolen property, drunk driving, underage drinking, and more. But there is a silver lining. The good news is that all the cops got to enjoy some delicious cucumber sandwiches. That's a catering joke, people. Thank you. We'll take a break. Come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
And I love it when Katie gets drunk and takes painkillers and orders things on the internet that she doesn't remember ordering.
And I love it when Rob does something so stupid that he calls himself an asshole.
All of this and more on the newest episode of Cake and Cookies. Am I really an asshole?
Yeah.
Cake and Cookies. Rob and Katie. It's the Rob and Katie Show.
I love that laugh. Mother's Day this Sunday, 3 days away. You love your mom. You know who really loves their moms? Let me give you the people that love their moms.
Who?
Brett Whitmarsh.
Yes.
Our good friend from Maine, New Hampshire now. Brett Whitmarsh, he loves his mom. John Powers loves his mamo. Will Knapp loves his mamo. Sarah Cornwell loves her mom. Jerry Saunders, he loves his mom. They all got ProFlowers at proflowers.com by using the TMOS code. Here's what you can get your mom. I'll share it with our listening audience. Get Mom 100 blooms with a free glass vase for just $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Be like Brett and John and Will and Sarah and Jerry. ProFlowers guaranteed to be fresh and beautiful. Now listen, when you get that great deal for $19.99, you can upgrade it as well to a premium vase. Chocolates for just $9.99 more. Doesn't your mom deserve that? I think so. Now listen, ProFlowers, they're guaranteed. I told you that. They'll be fresh. They'll be beautiful. They'll last for 7 days or your money back. No guesswork. Just choose the delivery date and ProFlowers will take care of all the details, guaranteed. Here is the only way to get 100 blooms with a free glass vase. Starting at $19.99. Go to proflowers.com, click on the blue microphone in the top right-hand corner, and type in TMOS. Remember, proflowers.com, click the mic and type in TMOS. Time is running out. Mother's Day is this weekend. Order today. This offer expires Friday at midnight. That's tomorrow night, everybody. The Audio Vault for today, Thursday, Cinco de Mayo. Oh, I'm sorry. Cinco de Mayo.
Nice.
Right.
So loud. So loud.
It's an explosion. It's not supposed to be quiet.
This one is a little
Sorry
more
about
loud.
that.
Let us lead with this since we opened the show and we had the dueling Michael McDonald's.
Yeah.
This is a pretty funny story. When Pearl Jam, arguably a great band, one of Carrie's favorites, they're on tour right now.
Yes.
When they were just starting out, one of Eddie Vedder's friends said, "You're good, but you're not a good singer like Michael McDonald." And he said that seriously to Eddie Vedder.
Well,
and,
technically, Michael McDonald is a good singer.
Oh, he is a wonderful singer, but he's very distinctive.
And he does things with his instrument that people can't do. I think he's fantastic.
Well, that was many, many years ago. This week, Madison Square Garden, Pearl Jam sold it out. And who was in the audience but that same guy? So when Pearl Jam came out to do their encore, he told that story. Here's Pearl Jam's first encore song from Madison Square Garden.
Oh, I love it. Taking it to the streets, one of my all-time favorites.
And really, just what a great sense of humor to do this like 30 years later, right?
Such a great song, too. That's my favorite Doobie Brothers song.
Is it really?
Unquestionably my favorite.
Ahead of China Grove?
Ahead of China Grove.
Wow.
Listen to the music. I just love that song. I just love the rhythm of Taking It to the Streets.
It's got a great atmosphere to it. The opening, it's wonderful. But anyway, for Eddie Vedder, who, despite the fact he can't sing like Michael McDonald, still was able to put together a decent
Very
little
cool.
career.
I like that.
Still hot on the internet when one of these are funny. They always trend, and it's when a kid wakes up from a surgery and he's still, usually it's a wisdom tooth deal, and they're still sort of compromised by the medication. A kid named Brandon, he looked to be about 12, maybe.
Yes.
Redheaded kid. He woke up from a broken arm surgery,
Right.
and this is what he said to his mom.
Dubai was lit.
He's talking about being in
Yeah,
Dubai.
bro, Dubai was lit. I was like,
Did you buy anything else in Dubai?
did I buy anything else? I buy like billions of strippers, man.
Mandarin.
What?
No strippers.
No, many strippers, bro. No strippers. What you talking about, freaky woman?
How did you?
What you laughing at me?
All right, honey. This weird accent. Did you pick?
Because Dubai people were all up in my grill and my boy Rocco got out and knocked them out cold, man.
I liked listening to that, but I kept thinking of Anthony Michael Hall in Weird Science.
What did it to me was these big that she had. For 13, she would not have to worry about no titties for the rest of her life. You know, she was set and she was looking good, son. I called every night for like a month. I mean, I'm talking devotion, man.
Every damn night?
Every night, Mitch. I ain't playing with you.
On the telephone?
This boy talking about on the telephone, man.
Every damn night.
Was it a white kid that
It
was?
was a little redheaded white kid. It's very odd to see. And,
That's awesome.
Hey,
Oh,
see,
I
and
love
when
that.
I came out, the last time I had general anesthesia was for a colonoscopy, and when I came out of it, my mom said I just kept talking about building birdhouses. I don't remember it. Now this is funny. This trended this week on the YouTube. Someone found out that if you play Bruce Springsteen's albums at 45 RPM instead of 33, speeding it up that percentage, he sounds like Stevie Nicks. Isn't he?
Now, why not a good recording though?
Because this is the guy that posted it on YouTube. But this reminded me, and I said, someone's done this before. Atlanta Rhythm Section at 45 also sounds like Stevie Nicks.
Nice.
Anybody sped up to 45 sounds like Stevie Nicks.
Well, you have to have, I guess, a certain pitch to start
Can I
with.
put a request in?
Sure.
You have turntables, right? Can you do that?
Do I
Can
have
you-
turntables?
Can we have our Stevie Nicks moment of the week or the
I'll
day
take
or
a pop
whatever?
singer and just speed them up. And
How
Stevie
many we can find that sound like Stevie Nicks?
You
That
got
would
it.
be A
You
grand
got it.
experiment.
I
That would
love
be
the
fun.
idea. You know who has a new record out, and it is written by Weezer's own Rivers Cuomo to celebrate their 50th anniversary. The Monkees have put out a new
Ooh.
album, and Mike Nesmith has actually said he's going to tour, and I
Boo.
2 shows with him. But you know what?
Boo, too much. You know, God damn it. There's so many great artists out there. Why the Monkees have to
we're the
keep
Monkees.
resurfacing?
Hey, you know, Mike, we have something in common with the Monkees, is that Mickey Dolenz was also fired by CBS because he used to do mornings. But it
Shit.
sounds,
CBS.
to me, they actually wrote a song that sounds like they would have recorded 50 years ago. This is from the guy, the frontman for Weezer. It sounds like almost like Hard Day's Night era Beatles or the Byrds, I think.
I'm so glad that I got her to think of.
Just what I expected.
Isn't it?
Just what I expected.
Can you imagine the size
Horrible
of the
music.
lucky stick that hit
Oh.
Mickey Dolenz?
I swear to God.
He's
what
such a
garbage.
zero.
Oh, that's such crap. That's I'm sorry. I know it's been loud. But
Lose
I'm
it.
Yeah.
That monkey been blowed up real good.
Sorry, I turned it up too loud.
Oh, much
I blowed it. I blowed it up.
That's the level, please.
I
please,
got it.
please.
Sorry.
Got a little
I had
torque
the-
on me.
I had the wrong volume.
And let us close. Mike, big news for Bernie Sanders. Doesn't look like he's totally out of it yet.
Bernie Sanders beat Hillary Clinton in Indiana last night. He got 53% of the vote. The exit polls showed Sanders again beating Clinton among young voters, among white voters, independents, and voters who are fans of the bedhead look. Bernie says he will not go quietly into the night, primarily because he has to get up every 2 hours to pee.
Feel the burn. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That's it. Another Mike O'Mara show has come and gone. Be sure and join us for more fun and MikeO'MaraShow.com. Thanks for celebrating our advertisers. We appreciate that. If you want to correspond with the show with a letter or package, send it to TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. And if you want to get a birthday request or a letter into the mailbag, send it along to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. It was a hell of a one today. It was fantastic.
Good.
We rely on your word of mouth. Tell a friend or family member about TMOS and make sure they get it too. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, this is Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us again for another episode of the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Every damn night.
Ciao, ciao.
Good day.
One last thing. Please, MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.